Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are currently in a position that most Heat fans didn't think that they would be in. Right now, they're 6-7, which puts them at 10th in the Eastern Conference. But there's still a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. You see, Jimmy Butler, he has been outstanding. On the season, he's averaging 22.1 points, 6.5 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 1.91 steals, and shooting 48.7% from the field, and has increased his three-point range by shooting 37% from downtown. Also, whenever you look at the Miami Heat Big Four, Jimmy Butler commits the least amount of turnovers per game, which means that he's valuing every single possession. But whenever it comes down to the Heat's biggest problems, we already know what it is. One is their rotation, but more importantly, is that they need help at the 5, or they need somebody at the 4 that can play decent defense and knock down some shots. Today, Bleacher Report put out an article titled 5 Shocking NBA Trades That Could Happen Sooner Than Later, and most people would think that the Miami Heat would go after Kevin Durant, go after Kyrie Irving, or even Miles Turner, but that's not something that they suggested. In this trade scenario, it refers to the Miami Heat trading with the Washington Wizards, and the Heat will receive power forward Kyle Kuzma, point guard Monte Morris, and guard/forward Will Barton, while the Washington Wizards receive point guard Kyle Lowry, forward Haywood Highsmith, and the 2023 first round pick that is lottery protected. In this article, it states that for the offense that ranks 17th overall with Lowry running the point, it may be time for the Heat to move on. Getting Kyle Kuzma solves that starting power forward problem, as the 27-year-old has been a talented scorer for the Washington Wizards in his expanded role. And that's something that I do have to agree with. After watching Kyle Kuzma's play this year, you can tell that he's really comfortable and actually coming into his own. On the season, he's averaging 18.4 points, 7.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and shooting 45% from the field, and kind of bad from three-point range at 31.8%. But that's neither here nor there. This deal makes all the sense in the world for the Miami Heat, because it puts them back in a position to be able to change your starting lineup at any given moment. For example, the projected starting lineup would be Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Kuzma, and Bam Adebayo. And then in that second lineup, you would have Max Strus, Monte Morris, Will Barton, and even Victor Oladipo whenever he comes back. Now, that's pretty dangerous. Even though we could still go after somebody like DeMarcus Cousins in free agency, I don't see anybody really competing with the Miami Heat whenever it comes down to having fresh legs on the court at all times. Reverting back to the article, it also says that Washington could use Lowry as a placeholder at point guard in the backcourt next to Bradley Beal, and moving veterans such as Kuzma and Barton open up more playing time for Rui Hachimura and Corey Kispers to shine. The Wizards also get Miami's first round pick next summer, assuming the Heat reach the playoffs. Honestly, looking back at this deal, I believe that the Heat might have to throw in another second round pick just to get a deal like this done. But looking at everybody's contracts, Will Barton, he's on an expiring deal. Kyle Kuzma, he has a player option, and Monte Morris, just next season, he's owed $9.8 million, which means that the Miami Heat would have some salary cap flexibility, which helps them out in the long run. But you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you believe that we should trade Kyle Lowry for Kyle Kuzma, Monte Morris, and Will Barton? Or do you still think we should go after a big name superstar? Or somebody like Miles Turner, who has yet to be traded from the Indiana Pacers? Now, I do have 2 more questions, you guys, but first, make sure you follow me on both of my Instagram pages. Once I reach 1,100 followers, I will be giving away an NBA jersey of your choice. And make sure you also follow me on my Twitch channels. On Wednesday, I will be live streaming Warzone 2, and it's something that you don't want to miss. I'm actually not that bad, and I have over 600 wins in Warzone, so it's something that will be exciting. Now, the questions that I have for today is 1, whenever you look at the Miami Heat Big Four, besides Kyle Lowry, who would you most likely trade out of Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler? Now, for me, that's a pretty tough question because I would choose either Tyler Hero or Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero, he is an offensive weapon, and he's still only 22 years old. Bam Adebayo, he's a defensive specimen, but his offense seems to be a little bit limited whenever it comes down to his size. But if I had to choose between the two, I'm keeping Bam Adebayo just because I feel like you will get more of a return on Tyler Hero. Now, the second question that I have for today is do you think that Max Strus should remain in the starting lineup? Just last game for the Miami Heat, in a win over the Charlotte Hornets, he had 31 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and shot 8 of 14 from 3-point territory. Heat fans, they have been torn between the two, choosing Max Strus or Tyler Hero. But I don't think that Kyle Lowry could move to the bench because it would diminish his trade value tremendously, and that's something that the Heat can't afford to do right now. But I would have Tyler Hero still starting over Max Strus on a week-to-week basis because the Heat can't afford to go on another long losing streak. And if they do, then they might just find themselves out of the play-in tournament or the playoffs altogether. But you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And as always, this your boy ScottyIce, aka Baby Brian. And you already know, I'm out.